Procter & Gamble has been a pace setter in its efforts to advocate for cultural inclusion, as demonstrated by its recent ads that widen the lens for people of color, women, and persons with disabilities. This ELP presents an opportunity to augment P&G's commitment for its Black senior leaders. As of April 2020, we had only 4 Black CEOs with no Black female representation. In August of 2020, the EEOC reported that Blacks represent only 4.3% of senior or executive roles, while whites account for 82% of those positions. Other recent reports show that white men represent 72% of executive roles, despite being 31% of the general population. On the other hand, the nation is full of high-performing Black senior leaders who are ready to take on the next challenge. And that's where P&G has chosen to focus its inaugural Executive Leadership Program. Procter & Gamble partnered with Lead 360, a senior leadership organization, to execute a cohort-based executive education program that focused on key competencies that are must-haves for enterprise leaders. This ELP cohort concentrated on areas of financial mastery, leadership agility, and executive presence.
One of the things that makes this program unique, that it is for us and built by us with an intention of not having it to necessarily be formal, but for us to be a part of each other's tribe. We want to be able to laugh and joke and have fun and, develop relationships much deeper than I think we typically have an opportunity to do when we are in even a core host setting with our other P&G peers.
No one gets in the C-suite on their own, just by themselves, just based on hard work. Is also having a network of support and insight to make sure that even if you may need information from another BU or function, it's readily available to you. And that is the way that you become successful, by creating that network. And that's what all the folks who are at the top have done.
We put the leaders in an executive simulation, taking on the role of general manager. Their challenge? Expand the market for a product called All Smile. The target market in this case, Asia. Teams competed for international commercial dominance.
It's a very intense program once you get into the simulation. The idea of what you're going through is something that bonds us as a team.
The team maintained a ride or die mindset, in the sense of, even with that decision, there was some data behind it, even though it wasn't the right decision for the country. They were able to ride with it, and we were able to quickly make adjustments after that. And the team still stuck together with it, and there was still cohesion.
So it was directly relevant actually to the work we're doing. So we have a concept that we're basically trying to operate like startups. And so we're operating truly as founders of businesses. And so in that founder seat, essentially playing a GM role, I was able to apply directly those conversations that I've had in that group and how we were thinking about manufacturing and strategy choices directly into the business and what we were doing. So yeah, absolutely.
Key to Win Academy's success? We bring together executive leaders from across industries and sectors. Bernard Schmidt, General Manager of the Jacksonville Transit Authority. Rodney Gillespie, Vice President and General Manager at Johnson & Johnson. Irania Briquette, Vice President of Marketing at Medtronic. Keith Weish, former CEO of Cub Foods and Vice President at Walmart. And Maurice Kuykendall, Vice President at Prudential.
All the senior leaders, and I interact with all of them in my company, they think in the way that they are comped and in the way we're going to show up to investors. And so that's the language they're speaking. Is this decision going to give me more or less core EPS? Am I going to have to make an adjustment or not? Is cash flow going to go up or down as a result of this? And so I think being able to speak the language of accounting in grammar, which I think is a system, right? And the vocabulary is absolutely essential.
The teams performed awesomely. The energy, focus, determination, and professionalism was epic. We are excited to see how this continues to excel as a class of newly connected leaders.